tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando, tonight the Orlando Magic getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors control the tap. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Look, no one was more disappointed in how the 18 season ended than Kyle Lowry. I'm sure he's been playing those games over and over in this month. See a bigger edge and a bigger chip on his shoulder. Because the reality is, they need to start finding some answers in the 6 and quick.
Gordon. Curling inside, and he'll go to the foul line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Jonathan Isaac at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Lowry into the front court. Leads just a point. To Ibaka. Leonard. Fournier. Isaac to Fournier. Down to 5 on the 24. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a 1-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
To Aaron Gordon. Fournier. To shoot for Orlando. Isaac. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Ibaka to Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Ibaka to Valanciunas. Gets a shot up off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Switching gears, Steve Clifford makes a substitution. Down to 5 on the 24. Fournier. Gets a look. Can't hit. Danny Green to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Grant with the basketball. Down 2. Here comes the screen. To Gordon. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to Ibaka. Danny Green to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Fournier to Aaron Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot. To Fournier, beyond the arc for 3. Evan Fournier in rhythm, makes it look easy with the 3.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Orlando Magic, number 9,
Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Goes to the left side. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Terrence Ross. It'll stay Raptors basketball. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good. At the buzzer. He got it out well before the red light came on. And that extends the lead at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Valanciunas with the denial.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
From the outside, no good. Isaac. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Leonard to Van Vliet.
Screen on your right. On your right.
Leonard down low to Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe, on the board, makes his first shot.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Magic own the possession.
I got ball. This is all me.
Isaac Probing the defense. The screen sets him up for two.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. From the painted area, won't go down. Augustine with it up top. They're down 3. Nothing going here on that drive. To Mo Bamba. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
So you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry. Subbing in for Orlando, number 00, Aaron Gordon.
Lowry to Ibaka. Fires the 3. You could see Serge salivate. Wide open, he drills it.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Here comes the screen. To Fournier.
Hey, watch this screen left.
To Vucevic. Has a look. The jumper's off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They lead it. 4-point game. That's blocked by Vucevic.
His first personal.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot.
Augustine with the basketball. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. To Fournier. Trying to cash in. Oh, Evan Fournier. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lowry with it. Leads 4. To Fournier. Lets it fly from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. The shot rejected by Isaac.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Ibaka to Leonard. Magic have it. In the front court, it's Augustine. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Here comes the screen. Fournier. Deep left corner. Isaac. To Fournier. Has a chance, and he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort, than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Into the game for the Toronto Raptors, number 14, Danny Green. Subbing in.
And he makes them both. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Desperation shot here from half court. Time expires to end the first half. The Raptors have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Raptors put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The Magic are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Bench points.
The Orlando Magic had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Gordon. Nothing going here on that drive. To Aaron Gordon. 5 to shoot for Orlando. Vucevic. Add 2 points to the board.
When you open up a toolbox, you see every tool in the kit, right? Now, whether you can use every tool in the kit, that's another question. That's who Jonathan Isaac is. He's potential wrapped up in a 6'10" frame. He just has to continue to put in the time in the gym and hope he can reap the benefits.
Here comes the screen. Lowry. Valanciunas. Wide open look. Won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Fournier. Jonathan Isaac buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard. Has a look. Serge Ibaka. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
To Gordon. To Fournier from long range. Evan Fournier bothered just enough there. To Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. Magic basketball. To Vucevic. And look out. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Augustine with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. To Aaron Gordon. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Leonard. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Evan Fournier. So possession remains with Toronto. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Entering the game for Toronto, number 23.
Leonard.
Number 15, Greg Monroe.
To Van Vliet. Serge Ibaka. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Mo Bamba. Count the basket at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Magic have it. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Van Vliet. Goes to the left side. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Leonard buries it.
It's so good to see Kawhi back and flourishing on the court. Remember last offseason, there were a lot of questions about where he would end up, but I'm glad to see he's playing like a franchise guy, and he's proving it tonight.
To Fournier. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. For 3. And he knocks it down, Jay.
I got to be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court, and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Raptors in front. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But, oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they've really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Here comes the screen. To Mo Bamba. Can't miss those. To Leonard. And it's Simmons with the rebound. Couple of cracks at the line now.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Orlando has it. Over to the right side. To Gordon. Can't connect from inside. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Jumper's good.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Short jumper won't go down. The follow won't go either. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Fires the three. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Shot clock winding down. Jonas Valanciunas. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Fournier. Raptors come away with it. Leonard to Danny Green. Missed a wide open look. To Aaron Gordon. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Leonard to Danny Green. Short jumper off the mark. To Gordon. Fournier to Aaron Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Aaron Gordon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. And he missed the free throw.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
To Valanciunas. Augustine with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Isaac. From the painted area, won't go down. Danny Green to Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry to Danny Green. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Has a chance. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
To Gordon. Here's a chance from long range. Off the mark. No good. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. The Magic couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. 3-point shooting. Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.